the game.
Yeah.
I have a good feeling about this. We're gonna win.
Mm-hmm. I can't wait for the picnic afterwards. What are we having?
Hot dogs. There's some
Yeah.
veggie ones in there too. Sauerkraut, mustard, buns, tortilla chips, salsa, queso.
Oh, that sounds great. Will the food be all right until after we're done playing?
It will if we watch our time and temperatures.
Oh, that makes sense. But I've never really paid attention to that. What's the big deal about time and temperature?
Well, mostly it has to do with bacteria that can spoil your food or make you sick.
That's kind of gross. I'm not so sure I'm hungry anymore.
It's not a problem if you pay attention to how your food is prepared and held. That's why the USDA has guidelines on food handling. I have a chart. See?
Oh, cool.
The first step is to keep everything clean. That helps keep bacteria from spreading from hands or utensils to foods.
Oh, that's sensible.
Yeah. The second step is to separate different types of food. You want to keep produce separate from meat and seafood and never place any cooked food where raw food has been.
Okay, well, so far so good, but no mention of time or temperature yet.
Yeah, well, that's where the next two come in. You want to cook food to the right temperature to be safe, or chilled if you want to store it.
So what is the right temperature?
Well, remember that bacteria is what makes you sick. I know. Well, the danger zone is between 40 degrees and 140 degrees Fahrenheit. Below 40 degrees and bacteria are mostly dormant. Above 140 degrees and bacteria are mostly killed.
Okay, so now we're getting somewhere. So you want to hold your food below 40 degrees, like in a refrigerator or freezer.
Yeah, or cook it until it's hot enough to kill the bacteria.
Do we have to keep bringing up bacteria? So once you've cooked something, it's safe?
It is until the temperature starts to drop back into the danger zone, and then anything that settles on the food can start to grow again.
I may never eat again.
I know. But then it's about time at that point. It takes a couple of hours for things to start to grow again once you're in the danger zone, so you just have to watch your time.
So how long until we're back in the danger zone?
Well, that's where Newton's law of cooling helps out. It states that the rate of change of temperature over time is exponentially related to the difference between the starting temperature and the surrounding temperature.
So it starts out hotter than the air temperature, then cools down to the air temperature, quickly at first, then more slowly over time?
Exactly.
So we need to keep everything cold until we get to the ballpark, right?
Well, not everything. Bacteria needs more than just time and temperature to grow.
There's that word again.
They need water and the right pH to grow as well.
Oh, well, water makes sense. Living things are made up of water, so they can't grow or multiply without it.
Right. And the pH is critical too. If an environment is too acidic or too basic, it can't sustain life.
Okay, so let's see. I'm guessing we don't need to refrigerate the buns or the chips because they don't contain much water.
Right, and the sauerkraut's okay too. It's too acidic, its pH is too low.
But what about the mustard, salsa, and queso?
Well, those depend on the recipes. Mustard is made with vinegar, but in varying amounts, so some needs to be kept cool and some doesn't. Better to check the label.
Yeah, or just refrigerate to be safe.
The same applies for salsa. It has citrus juice for acid, but it depends on the recipe. So, refrigerate.
And the queso?
Well, some cheese has low water content, so it doesn't need to be refrigerated, at least for short times. But queso is a cheese sauce, which has more water activity, so better to keep it cool. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I think we're ready to go.
Yeah, we just need to pack up the food and we're all set.
We're missing a couple things.
Oh, what's that?
A timer and a thermometer. We need to keep an eye on our time and temps.
Oh yeah, we just talked about it. Yeah.